Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on their chart. It's important to know these areas before buying any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy or sell. And also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options, you are definitely going to want to get familiar with support and resistance. Just to let you know, I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. I also provided a link for Webull. You could use it to start an account and get 2 free stocks. And I also provided a link for Robinhood. You could use that to start an account and get 1 free stock. And just to let you know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation for a video, leave a comment below and I'll try to get to it. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any new videos here. Okay, so let's get into the market today. Today is May 11th, 2021, and as you could see, the market has been selling off the past couple days. I'm sure you guys have all noticed that. The S&P 500 right now is down on the day 1.18%. The Dow Jones is down 1.64%, and the NASDAQ is actually leading the day down only 0.40%. You could see that, in pre-market, actually, there was a lot of selling going on and everything was down really big in pre-market, but there was people buying the dip when the market opened. And, there was a little bit of more selling going on around 11 o'clock. We reached the lows of the day and we've come off nicely off those lows, but, there's still a lot to recover from. So let's get into the stock I wanted to take a look at today. I want to look at Alibaba's chart and go over what's been going on with them. I haven't done an update on them in a while since this correction has started. And I just wanted to go over their chart again. I will provide a link in the upper right-hand corner of a video I did before on Alibaba. You'll see how I mapped my chart out here, how I got to my support and resistance lines here on my chart. So you could go back and watch that if you would like. I'll provide the link right now in the upper right hand corner. So go check it out. Okay, so on the day, Alibaba right now is currently trading at $218.61. It is down 92 cents on the day, which is the equivalent of 0.42%. Okay, their market cap is currently $595 billion. Their PE ratio is 26. And let's take a look at the week. The week has been pretty bad for Alibaba. They're down 4.2% on the week. For the month, they are down 9.5%, almost 10%. And the past 3 months, they have dropped dramatically, 18.69%. So they're getting close to that 20% drop in the past 3 months. Year on the year, they're only up 7.76% year to date. So not a lot going on for Alibaba right now. They're in a pretty big downtrend, as you can see on my chart here. We'll go over that in a minute. But for those of you who do not know what Alibaba is, let's take a look at what they do here, okay? So Alibaba Group, they engage in providing online and mobile marketplaces in retail and wholesale trade. It operates through the following business segments: core commerce, cloud computing, digital media and entertainment, and innovation initiatives, and others. The core commerce segment comprises of platforms operating in retail and wholesale. The cloud computing segment consists of Alibaba Cloud, which offers elastic computing, database storage, and content delivery network, large-scale computing, security management, and application, big data analytics, a machine learning platform, and other services provide for enterprises of different sizes across various industries. Okay, so that's just a little bit about Alibaba. They have 117,000 employees. They were founded in 1999, and their CEO, his name is Yang Zhang. So basically, Alibaba is like the Chinese Amazon. You could go there, buy stuff in bulk for really cheap, and you could also buy other things on there. You don't have to buy in bulk, but If you want to get good deals, you could buy a lot of stuff in bulk, and you could get really good prices. And most of the people who sell on Amazon, they go to Alibaba to get their stuff, from China. They get it for really cheap, and they sell it on Amazon to make a profit. So that's basically what they do. Okay, so getting into our chart here, we could see that their 52-week high was $319.32. They hit that on October 27th of last year, 2020. Right before their earnings came out. And after the earnings, you saw this stock drop dramatically here during this correction. You had a correction here in November of 2020 also, but after this earnings in particular is where it fell off from its all-time highs, and a lot of stuff happened at that point. They had a IPO which was supposed to happen, and it got denied by the Chinese government. Their CEO, he went missing for a couple weeks, even up to a month, I think. And, he was later found. He was fine, but a lot of people were speculating something happened to him. So that's why you saw this stock sell off a lot. Okay, this isn't even because of the correction that happened around this area in February of this year. You saw it drop dramatically before the correction. And now, it did try to recover back up to the $265 support here. But once the correction started, it did sell off again, and it has lost a lot of value. So just getting into our chart here, let's take a look at the top, and we are going to want to see this break above this level right here, $317.12. We're going to want to see it close above there to move on to all new highs. That's where we closed out the day when it did hit the all-time high, and then we saw it sell off after that. So we're going to want to see it close above that level if we do get back up to this area. And our first support area during the sell-off that we lost was, like I said, $265. This area right in here, that was where support was. It was former resistance, and now it was support. It was acting as support. You could see we lost that during the sell-off. And the next support level we had was $225 and around 85 cents right in this area here. And that's currently, where it was trading at around here. That was former resistance back in this area. And you could see it did bottom out around here. And it was holding pretty nicely at this area of support, but in the past couple days we have lost that support and we are trading below it currently. But as you can see, we've lost the support before. It has traded below this and recovered quickly. So we will watch and see what happens in the next couple days. You can see it's already made a nice recovery on today. It did open up around this $213 area. And the next support area, if we are to break this support and keep trading lower, will be around $200 here. That's going to be our next support area if we do lose this support. And, I'm not sure, but it looks like this is a pretty strong downtrend that we are stuck in here since the all-time highs. That's what I have marked here with this red line. This is a downtrend line. And that's very important to see because that's going to be acting as resistance here in the future. Going forward, we're going to want to see this get out of this downtrend, break through this red line at some point if we want to continue an upward trend, okay? So zooming out here, you could see what I have marked in the green is my uptrend line that it has been trading on since about, let's go back here. You could see September of 2016 is when this, or actually it was around the beginning of 2016 right here, February of 2016. It has been trading off of this trend line ever since then. You could see it's hit off there. It almost hit right here. It did touch the line there and quickly recover. And it has, it's gotten close a couple more times, but it quickly recovers once it gets close to this trend line. So as you can see here now, coming off these all-time highs and following this downtrend line, these lines are going to intersect pretty soon. It looks like on my chart here, it's around August. So around August, I'm expecting this stock to pick which trend it is going to follow. If it keeps falling down on this downtrend line, it's going to come to a point right here in the beginning of August. Whoops, I moved my line, but it's going to come to a point here in the beginning of August where it's going to have to pick which way it's going to go. If it's going to continue down this red line and keep falling down, or if it's going to break out of this downtrend here and continue along this green line and upwards. So as you can see, we do have a strong uptrend. Okay, it's been trading off of this line for the past 5 years almost here. So if it does get close to this line, I would definitely probably be buying, okay? And it is getting close, as you could see on the chart here. These levels right here, it doesn't quite make it to touch, but if it does, that would be a great time to jump into this stock, maybe buy some options or even, just buy shares, because it would be pretty cheap right then if it did come down and touch that line. We're talking around $185 area, getting closer to that green trend line here. So you could see our downtrend is good because it is following our 50-day moving average on the downside. So that's how you can check your trend lines on your chart. The closer you get to your moving averages going down here, that shows you have a good trend line. And the reason I know my green trend line is good, I go to my weekly chart here. It shows the weekly action of the stock, and as you can see, my trend line is following pretty much exactly the 200-day moving average on our weekly chart here. So that's how I check my trend lines. I map them out, and then I go back and see on every time frame how close I am to my moving averages. And you can see here I was right on with this one, so that's how I know that's a good trend line. And switching back to the daily, you could see this downtrend is a perfect trend line following our 50-day moving average. So that's going to be, resistance right here is our 50-day moving average on the daily chart following our trend line. So we're going to want to see it get above that to move up higher in the future. And that'll show strength of the stock. And our weekly chart, you could see support is going to be our 200-day moving average moving forward here. So once it gets close to that 200-day moving average on the weekly, that's when it should have support and it should be a good time to buy there. So it's getting close right now, and I'm expecting this sell-off to continue in the market. With the inflation fears and everything going on in the market right now, I don't expect it to, make any big moves to the upside anytime soon. So I'm expecting it to keep falling, following this downtrend here. So that's what I'd be looking for in the future. We're going to want to see it break this 50-day moving average that's acting as strong resistance. You could see it was former support when it was on an uptrend, but now it has switched, dropped below there, and now it's going to act as strong resistance here. Okay, and switching back to our weekly, we're going to want to see it. If you're going to look at buying this stock right now, I would wait to see how close it could get to this 200-day moving average before making a reversal. And that's just the way I would do it. So yeah, that's my quick update. Just update on Alibaba since the correction has started. And if you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also have that notification button on so you don't miss out on any new videos. And we'll see you next time on Chart Stoppers.